People, welcome back to Politics Watch, the People's Channel. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to talk about the Bruce Golding / Dodos / career-ending move that was pulled off by the PNP when they took power from Bruce Golding and Sister P was restored as the Prime Minister. I'm going to show you how, if we're honest, it was really a case of political chess, and Bruce Golding got beaten very badly. Now, Bruce Golding was never really the Prime Minister type. From what I've seen, Bruce Golding is the type of guy that you want to have working in the background. Bruce Golding is the man that you would have working in your back office somewhere, but then you'd have somebody else who's actually at the front dealing with people. Everybody I know who's ever come across Bruce Golding said he's not really a people person like that. He's not your typical Prime Minister. He doesn't want to go around and hug up everybody and shake everybody hand. Right? But Bruce Golding wasn't really prepared for the job of Prime Minister. Now, if you look at the actual economic performance of Jamaica under Bruce Golding, he actually delivered very good results. This is why I said he's a man that should be on the background. Bruce Golding should have been something like Minister of Finance or one of those ministries, but he should never have been Prime Minister because he lacks not just the people skills, but Bruce Golding never really had that cutthroat side needed to really become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Now, Bruce Golding inherited the Dodos problem. We need to get that clear. Bruce Golding inherited the Dodos and West Kingston drama, right? It is a fact that the majority of Dodos' reign as Don happened under the PNP. This is a fact, right? The majority of Dodos' time as Don was under the PNP. Now, you need to ask yourself, well, why didn't the PNP end him then? Why the PNP never crushed Dodos? Not only was he a political enemy on paper, but they were in power. They could have ended him. They could have, a matter of fact, when PNP was reigning, it was the most comfortable time for Dodos ever. Now, Bruce Golding became Prime Minister. He also inherited the West Kingston situation. And now he's having to deal with something that he never had to deal with before, which is now the bullseye is directly on his head. Bruce Golding was not prepared for just how skilled Sister P, Peter Phillips, and the PNP were. See, they knew Bruce Golding, they knew his strengths, and they knew his weakness. I'm going to show you just how much of a chess move it was to get rid of Bruce Golding and the PNP were to regain power. Not only did Dodos reign most of his time, or spend most of his time as Don under PNP, they waited until Bruce Golding got into power, until the JLP got into power, and Bruce Golding was now the Prime Minister. Suddenly, the alarm bell started to ring. Suddenly, we started to hear the name Dodos a lot more. Suddenly, we started to hear West Kingston a lot more. And then, what really crippled Bruce Golding is when the United States decided that we want him now. The paperwork to get Dodos extradited was drafted up long time before him actually leave, Those things don't happen overnight. Right? But the PNP, Sister P, being the skillful leader that she was, because a lot of people have Portia Simpson Miller as a dunce. Right? A lot of people claim she not no sense. This is false. This is not the case at all. Portia Simpson Miller might not have been the most educated leader in terms of paperwork and certificates. She was not the brightest leader in terms of which school and which university she went to. But where she was extremely intelligent was in politics. She was tactically sound, and she had a good team around her as well. She was also excellent when it comes on to having people skills, which is arguably her greatest talent. People skills. When it comes on to hug up and kiss up people and make people feel special, that is what Sister P excelled at. This is why the JLP's arrogance in thinking they could run a campaign against her based on how dunce she was, allegedly, was bound to fail from the start. Because this only made people love her even more. Right? But that's for another day. Bruce Golding suddenly had to deal with the onslaught of hearing say, because he's a JLP man, and because Dodos is a JLP dan, even though really and truly Dodos work with both sides, but him come from Tivoli, so he's a JLP dan. Right? Bruce Golding was now put in a position where if he hesitated even for a second, it would look like he's protecting a criminal. And if he acted too hastily, it looked like he must sell out an ally. People, Bruce Golding was bound to fail. He could not have won any way him take it. The timing of the extradition request, as well as the PNP campaign to make him look like he was protecting Dodos, was just too much. Bruce Golding could not have won that election. But why it was a move of political chess is because the PNP had that card in their back pocket. They could have called on it earlier, but why? They were in power. Right? They waited until Bruce and JLP got in power. Then suddenly Dodos was a problem. When they themselves could have gotten him out long time. But they didn't. They knew the time would come when they could use Dodos as an example of quote-unquote JLP corruption, when we all know both parties have their various dons that they are aligned to. But the fact that Bruce Golding could not just jump and say, alright, see Dodos, get rid of him. Legally, he said some things that really and truly were true, which is that, okay, what were the legalities of the extradition? Right? Should Jamaica give him up? And what would be the repercussions? That is how Bruce Golding was trying to present it. But the PNP skillfully said, look, see it? He might defend a criminal. He's defending one of his boys. Dodos was never Bruce Golding link. Dodos and his family are come from Edward Seaga days. This is why I said he inherited that problem. But this is a classic case of being stuck between a rock and a hard place. As I said, give up Dodos too fast and you look weak to your supporters. West Kingston people might look at it as, oh, JLP sell out the Don. But if you hesitate, you look like you're preventing the US from getting a major player on the international scene. So really and truly, there is an argument to be made that Bruce Golding is the saltiest Prime Minister in the last 20 years. In terms of timing and things going wrong when they could have gone wrong, I don't think there's another Prime Minister who's salter than Bruce Golding. Sister P and the PNP pulled off a brilliant move of political chess. Now, of course, people say, yeah, but them wicked, and you have to understand this is politics. Politics is a messy game. Politics is like a boxing match in a mud pool. You're gonna get dirty. If the Dodos incident never happened and Bruce Golding did stay in a power, who knows what would have happened, because the numbers in terms of economic growth were actually very impressive under Bruce Golding. But politics is not just about numbers. A lot of politics is about image, it's about perception, and the perception was that Bruce Golding was protecting Dodos and the JLP was harboring and defending criminals. And Sister P and her team skillfully dismantled Bruce Golding and sent him to retire. People, you have to give Portia Simpson Miller more credit than you hear. This idea that she's some kind of dunce who not no sense is not true. You don't get to the top of the PNP or any party in Jamaica for that matter, especially as a woman, by not having no sense, right? Especially when you don't have a lot of degrees and certificates to back it up. As I said, there were some areas where she lacked, but when it comes on to political strategy and people skills, Portia Simpson Miller was above and ahead of Bruce Golding, even though on paper and in terms of knowing things and knowing how the economy operates, you could give Bruce Golding the edge for that. But you need more than that to survive in Jamaican politics. And Bruce Golding learned this the hard way. People, this is Politics Watch. Give me your feedback. Tell me if you agree or disagree. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Bless.